Good morning, this is Bill from Europa, Naples, and I'm here today with one of the finest R107 Roadsters I have ever seen. And that's a pretty big claim because I've gone through a bunch of them. We've kind of been specializing in these cars for years, and I've gotten to know them very, very well. And this thing just absolutely blew me away, and that's not easy to do with one of these cars. So it is a 1987. It's a 560SL. That's the final incarnation of the R107. It's a model that they made from 1972 all the way through 1989. So one of the longest running cars in the Mercedes lineup, and one of the sort of the iconic cars. It's been a movie star many, many times over. A lot of people my age, certainly, when they think of a Mercedes, this is the car they think of. You can see it's, again, finished in signal red outside, a fantastic color for this car. It's got Palomino leather inside. The chrome, the bright work is exceptional. This car spent a fair amount of its life up north, which, gives people pause. Oh my God, the rust. But what I've always thought is that the best preserved cars, whether they be Mercedes or anything else, are the cars that spent their lives up north but were only driven during the summer and never saw the salt at all. There isn't a speck of rust on this car, so it was never, taken out in the snow. And then the converse side of that is there's no brutal sun to tear up the trim, the leather, the chrome. So it just becomes this beautifully preserved car, sort of the way it would be in, the finest condition. So, I'll stick by that one. People can argue with me on it, but I can prove it. Let's start inside the gas door, for instance. Okay, I defy you to find a Florida car that has a gas compartment that looks like that. It's exceptional. It's show quality. It's the nicest that I've ever seen on one of these cars. It's the little details like that that really make this one just stand apart from the crowd. You can see the paint is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal on this car. The lenses, crystal clear, the chrome, the bumper trim, the rims. Look at these vintage Continental tires it's got. That's sort of a testament to its mileage. Continental Super Contact. They probably haven't made that since the 90s at best. I could put new tires on it. It's not a big deal. But I like seeing stuff like this because it really proves the way the car was owned and lightly driven. So you want to throw a set of tires on there, that's fine. But, when I see tires that are, 25 years old, I know this thing had very light usage. Again, you can see the clarity of the lenses, incredible. The chrome, the grille, still dark gray. There's none of the little dents from people putting in too long, bolts there on the bumper and then tapping something. Everything is just mint on this car. Look at the black on the bottom of the front air dam. That's special to the 560SL, that front air dam. You won't see that on earlier models. Also, those flat aero wheels, they call them, and the sunken door handles. The earlier cars had handles that, didn't recess in. Also, look at the dark gray on the handle, the beautiful preservation of the weather strip behind it. This thing is just so damn special. Absolutely incredible piece. So let's start inside the trunk. That fingerprints, good Lord. The chrome is just perfect. No pitting, no nothing. Again, the weather strip behind it, incredible. Okay, in here is a testament to the way this car was kept. That right there is the cover for the hardtop when it's on a stand. This here is a cover for the car. I've got my bag of crap over there. You can see the original Mercedes formats there. You can't get these anymore from Mercedes, so not for quite a while, and certainly not in the proper colors. So to see those is pretty special. I don't know if I can squeeze in under here to show you. Let's try. There's the toolkit, the original tire, actually the original spare tire, everything mint. You see that little green sticker on the wheel? That thing never hit the ground. Absolute perfection under there. In here, the battery box, the straps are still intact, nice, proper, jack in place. It's just so nice to find a car in this incredibly well-preserved condition. Even the paint underneath the hood is all proper. That's the dark gray that it came. There's no scratches on it. It's not beat up. The third brake light, very often you see these things are broken down the side or scratched or beat up. Not on this one. Absolutely mint. And finally, let's take a look under the hood. The way those doors close, like a bank vault. The release, you go in here on the driver's side, little flap behind it. Okay, absolutely amazing. Now, I suspect this has been restored under the hood because there's just no way it could look like this. Although, those are the original stickers on the radiator, all the proper stuff on the core support there. Look at the rich paint going down the sides. I think someone had this done out of love. Down in the back, all the red, all the trim. Absolutely incredible. No leaks, no corrosion. Everything just flawless. The hood sponge nice and in place. That is under the hood one of the best 560s, if not the best 560SL that I have ever seen. Look at the chrome around the window. It's just perfect. The silver wipers. You know, very often guys go into Advance Auto and buy these black, blades and stick them on there, and it looks ridiculous. The proper way to do these is to put the real inserts inside the aluminum wiper arm, and that has been done on this car. Up top, sun visors. People looking at these cars know how messed up the sun visors always are. On this car, absolute perfection. Exactly what you want to see. Up here, the polished aluminum is just lovely. The chrome on the doors, incredible. Not a scratch on it, just absolutely incredible. Okay, inside you see the beautiful leather seats. The camera sometimes makes the shading look funny. They are incredibly well preserved, beautiful. Over there, the door panels nice and tight. You see all those perforations in the door panels. I always wondered what those were for a long time. And then I realized, okay, so you've got air blowing in here into the door, and what it does is just sort of gently emanates through the panel, whether it's hot or cold air from the climate control, to make you feel more comfortable. Nice little German Mercedes touch. The way these door latches are built, so rugged, and look at the big striker. Incredible the way, again, total bank vault. Most cars don't sound that way. Back here, everything really nice in the package area. Again, the iPhone makes it look a little bit wonky. There's no dirt back there. That's just the shading of the carpet. So absolutely mint and everything you want to see. Underneath here, you've got a soft top. You can just pull a little lever down here to open it up. And in fact, let's do that. I'm going to pause it, get the top up, and let you have a look at it. All right, here it is with the soft top up and in place. You can see it's black, very nice match for the car. Beautiful condition, absolutely no rips, tears, fading. The back windows, it's been folded down, so they're a little bit wrinkled out in the sun a day or two. They'll be perfect. Crystal clear, nice. Look at that tie line there in the center, perfect. Everything just lovely about the soft top on this car, exceptional condition. So let's get that back down again. Go for a spin. All right, top back down, which to me is the correct way to drive this car. It's absolutely lovely as a two-seat Roadster. Again, the stuff Mercedes does with the beautiful chrome, this is real classic German architecture. Absolutely, unlike any other kind of cars that were built, and very much unlike the Germans are building cars today. They just can't do it the same way. Okay, in here you can see the dash is in exceptional shape, no cracks, everything nice, proper. The fit of the rearview mirror, nice, no issues there. Beautiful mint leather wrapped steering wheel, all original. The hieroglyphics, the writing on the stalks, you can see is perfect. Again, showing you the low miles on this car. The instrument cluster, all the orange inside of there. Florida cars that are outside a lot, that thing fades to yellow and, finally to white. So they're just perfect and supple and nice on this car. Over here you can see there's no condensation behind the temperature gauge, all the buttons. Sometimes those are worn to just white circles. Again, very, very nice on this car. The original Becker Grand Prix works well. Power antenna works. Very, very nice.
UGC News.
All right, so everything nice there. The lumber in the car, the wood, exceptional. Look at the roller thing, you know, the temperature, of course, in Celsius. Sometimes that's peeling or faded or nasty. It's just rich, bright colors on that one, the way it should be. All the buttons nice, proper, as they should be. You know, sometimes people ask, what the hell is all this? Man, I hear you. You know, EC turns off the compressor. This is the center vents. This is high and low. That's defrost. So if you're driving around, put it right in the center. You can use an automatic fan. It'll get faster or lower depending on your temp. But the way I generally do it is just on low in the center. And then that recirculates the air if you so want. Here's Mercedes' very signature gated shifter. Perfect. Again, all of the stuff perfect. I've seen window switches that are just white circles because all the stuff is worn away. The lumber in the dash, all beautifully trimmed with the brushed aluminum. In the glove box, you got a nice set of books. You got everything proper as it should be. These fantastic vents that, again, are just so signature Mercedes. And everything is just exceptional. It is truly one of the finest cars that I've seen. There you see it fires right to life. Again, just 46,000 miles on the clock. And, you know, that really says something. So, no warning lights, proper oil pressure, you know, really just runs nice. This big, about 230 horse V8. It was a lot for its day. In fact, the 560SL was the answer to Europe having the 500SL, but America only having the 380. That was a big problem for dealers here because, you know, Americans like horsepower, so they all went over. They bought these 500SLs in Europe. They brought them here. They're called gray market cars. The dealers all went batshit. So Mercedes answered by taking the big 5.6-liter light alloy V8 out of their S-Class, stuffing it in a 107, and selling the 560SL here and not in Europe, which of course tortured the horsepower crazy Europeans. So neat little story. Let's go for a spin. You know, one of the things about this car is the classical styling. Look at the way the hood is all folded and, you know, gently, you know, creased. That was all stuff that was very expensive back in the 80s, you know, to do that kind of thing. Well before, you know, the machine work existed that it does today. Ditto the lumber. That was all done by German craftsmen who probably made $80 an hour and were unionized. And, you know, none of that stuff exists anymore. It just can't. This car would be 300 grand if they wanted to build it the same way today. Just not going to happen. Everything's become much more mass produced. Really good pep from that V8. Really good. You know, some of these things are quicker than others. And this, I'm happy to say, is a quick one. You know, nice juice from under the hood. Beautiful feel from the steering. All the brakes have been done on the car, so they're like new. Man, let me tell you, again, I've driven dozens, possibly hundreds of these cars, and this is in the top 5. One of the nicest, most well-preserved, most beautiful 560SLs that I've ever seen, and truly in the most desirable color combination. If you're looking for one to collect, jump on it. Man, this thing is just a sweetheart. Got the hardtop back at the shop. We'll have pictures of that. I get some pictures of the underneath. But this is a very, very fine car, and you're going to love owning it. So, once again, 1987 Mercedes-Benz 560SL Roadster, 46,000 miles, exceptional condition, mechanically, cosmetically, in every way. Jump on it. You're going to love it. 239-649-7300 on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thanks so much for having a look. We really appreciate it. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.